We all do not need a new routine. We don't need to add a 10-step routine. We don't need to add more work onto our lives. We don't need to add more hobbies and activities. Sometimes we just have to ask ourselves better questions. Hi, my name is Surya and welcome to my channel Counting Her Coin. I'm here to ask you 5 questions that will instantly shift your life and help you be honest with yourself. This video is part of my Glow Up series where I help you glow up from the inside and out. You can check out my last video here. I feel like as we go through life and we're doing our everyday, we're busy waking up, going to work, going to school. We are just living our lives, but we never really ask ourselves what we want out of this life. What kind of life do you want? Life can be anything you make it. You can one day decide that what you're doing currently in this moment, you don't want to do it no more. Simple as that. And do something else. But I feel that we don't give ourselves that permission to do that. We don't let ourselves make these choices because we feel like we have to go through a system that may not work for us. It might work for your neighbor, your friend, but just because that's how they're living their life and that's how they are moving within that system that works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Get creative, be serious, and take this time to really sit with yourself and answer the question. Once upon a time, I was very dissatisfied with my life. Many moons ago, I was very dissatisfied with my life and where I was. I was living in a small ish Midwestern town and I wanted to escape. I felt very unfulfilled in my life. And one day I decided, you know what? What do I want my life to look like? And I remember just writing it down. And at the time, traveling was a big thing for me. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to explore. I wanted to see what everyone else was doing in different corners of the world. The way I was living in that system, how my everyday life was going, was not for me. And that's when I booked a flight to Japan to visit an old friend. That trip changed everything for me because when I came back, I applied for a job, and that job changed my life. I wanted to travel, and that's what I did. I applied to become a flight attendant. 2 weeks later, I was hired. And a couple of weeks after that, I was in training. And 6 weeks after that, I was in a new city. My life changed in a matter of weeks because I asked myself a question and I gave myself the answer. Are you grateful for all that you have? When we're in a season of our life where we feel unfulfilled, very dissatisfied, we can easily forget to give gratitude for what we currently have. I am a strong believer that the reason why my life has changed because I shift my mindset. Growing up, I was not a very grateful person. And I felt that when I had a shift in my life, the shift happened when I gave gratitude for what I already had. And I wanted God, the universe, I wanted God to know that I am grateful for everything. And that's when I felt like God blessed me with more. That's when I got more. That's why I kept getting more. Because I saw the beauty in everything around me. When I would get something I really wanted, when I would be blessed with something else, I would be so grateful. I wouldn't diminish it. I wouldn't make it feel small, or I wouldn't move on very quickly. I would just savor the moment. I want you to give thanks. I want you to give gratitude the first few moments you wake up. I would like for you to write them down as well. It's just a great way to start your day, and you just have this burst of joy just with that little mind shift right when you wake up. The next question for you is this the best that you deserve? Your life in this moment. Is this the best that you deserve? If the answer is no, what boundaries and standards do you need to establish to ensure that you have the best quality of life? I found that the easiest way to distract yourself is by overplaying your role in other people's lives. When I was in a different season of my life, I did not have the best boundaries or standards, and I would use them as excuses to why I couldn't accomplish things. I would say, oh, I have to help so and so. Oh, I have to be there for that family member. The truth is, if I truly deserve the best? Why aren't my boundaries and standards up to par? Asking myself these hard questions is like a mirror. It truly is. It's a reflection of what you are or what you are not doing. And I wasn't holding myself to a high standard. So, how could I expect life to mirror that back? How can I expect life to be, oh, hey, here's the best, even though you are not holding up your end of the bargain? But here's the best. It doesn't work that way. I had to do a little evaluation of my life, reel it back in. So, no, I'm not as helpful. No, you cannot come to me for everything. No, I cannot lend you money. I was looking outward instead of inward. What was I allowing? What was I doing or not doing? How am I currently showing up for myself and where can I improve? I do not know why, but it's a lot easier to show up for everyone else. It's easier to be the mom or to be the superstar employee at your job. It's easy to attached to identities that serve others versus ourselves. Maybe because we just need motivation or maybe we need a cause to rally, but we don't need anyone else to rally for ourselves. We have to rally for ourselves. We have to be our own cause. We have to be the reason why we want to show up as a 10 instead of a 5. In different seasons of my life, I would just show up so heavily for other people to the point where I am depleted. I don't have boundaries and I'm not saying no and I'm saying yes to everyone else, but I'm not saying yes to myself. I remember years ago, I remember someone took a photo of me. I remember looking at the photo and I couldn't even recognize myself. When you are not taking care of yourself and when you're not putting yourself first, it will age you. You will look haggard and you will look tired. I had to have been 26 years old when that photo was taken, and I look younger now at 33. And that photo, I look like I was in my 40s. It was really, really bad. And the second question is, where can I improve? By showing up for yourself. And it doesn't have to be a drastic, huge, expensive thing. Taking an extra 45 minutes to get ready in the morning, putting a little more effort in your appearance, getting dressed for the day, not wearing sweatpants, taking an extra hour to work on your presentation for that school project, taking a moment to have a quick meeting before you have a big presentation in front of executives at work. It's just aiming to be a little bit better every single day. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope it was helpful. I hope you left with inspiration and insight that will help you conquer the day. My name is Saria, and this is my channel, Counting Her Coin. This video is part of my Glow Up series where I help you glow up from the inside and out. You can check out my last video here. In this video, I break down how to develop self-worth and real self-confidence. It's very easy to tell someone to be confident, but it's not so clear on how to be that person. And in this video, I break it down. So go ahead and click this video and I will see you over there.